The Brownsville Area School District Board of Directors will meet in regular session on Thursday, October 16th, 2025 at 7 o'clock p.m. in the auditorium at the Brownsville Area High School, 1 Falcon Drive, Brownsville, PA, for general purposes. Jody, roll call, please.
Here.
Here. Here. Here. Here. Here.
Here.
Thank you. Now, Pledge of Allegiance, please. We have some special, very special guests tonight. We have our Students and Teacher of the Month. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Costable for those introductions.
So each month at Brownsville Elementary School, we take time to celebrate students who go above and beyond, not only in their academics, but in their character and behavior. Our Students of the Month are nominated by their teachers for consistently demonstrating respect, responsibility, and kindness, as well as showing a strong effort in the classroom. These students set a positive example for their peers and truly represents what it means to be a BAES Falcon. We're proud to recognize their hard work and positive attitude today. Our Student of the Month for kindergarten is Kaylee Hoffman.
Wow.
Our first grade Student of the Month is Adelina Lanzi. Our second grade Student of the Month is Hattie Campbell. Our third grade Student of the Month is Helena Verbanek. Our fourth grade Student of the Month is Jediah James. And our fifth grade Student of the Month is Caden Berger. Also at Brownsville Elementary School, we take time to honor Teacher of the Month. Our staff member of the month is someone who goes above and beyond for students, families, and colleagues, bringing positivity, teamwork, and dedication to everything that they do. Congratulations and thank you, Mrs. Bailey, for always putting students first and supporting your team. Your commitments makes BAES shine.
Thank you. Yes, congratulations to all the students and Mrs. Bailey. What a great job. One more big round of applause for everybody. Thank you so very much. All right. So now we'll move into public comments on agenda and non-agenda items.
Point of order, Mr. President.
What's that?
I just said point of order.
Okay.
For those who want to bail out now, now's your chance. If you,
Oh, yes.
if you don't want to feel uncomfortable, you
Yeah,
can go now. No. Stick around.
This family's like, yes, we're out. Thank you.
You're allowed to bail out.
Thank you, Mr. Bashir. Good, thank you.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we do have quite a bit of folks signed up to speak this evening. And again, just as a reminder, if you've signed up in advance, right, Jody, you have 3 minutes. And if you signed up this evening or wish to speak this evening, you have 2 minutes during our regular session meeting. Okay, Jody, so who do we have first up? Mrs. Gibble.
was here on Monday, we addressed some issues. Now we're going back to the policy 827, the complaint that I filed. How is the board going to address this? And Jeremy cannot address it because it was against him and our superintendent, and they're public elected officials, so it has to be addressed to the public. So how are we going to proceed with this formal complaint that I have given you? Being said it's a conflict of interest and none of you can sit on it.
And I will refer to our solicitor, Mr. Davis, to see if this is something we can actually speak about in public, since it is a complaint and an investigation that
Well, a
we're
simple
currently
email
in.
would have been proper as well, sir.
What was that?
An email responding back to me would have been proper as well, because you said you were going to talk about it in executive session, so you did
Yes.
respond.
No, I did
You
respond.
didn't respond to my email, I have it tracked very well.
Yes.
For the first email, not the second
Mi-
email. And number two,
Go ahead.
I still have time.
Okay.
Number two, CYS accessing the building without safeguards in place once again. I had a family reach out to me and want to know why their child was questioned when it was a heat and water supposed complaint. I've given you guys the resolution to this problem, but yet we're not enforcing this. How is CYS questioning these kids, and are we actually thinking about the trauma that happens when these kids are asking questions when they should do a home visit first? I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to disregard CYS by any means, because we definitely need them. But what about the trauma that occurs to these students? Now I have 3, which are my own, 7 students accounted for just this year alone. We have a problem. You are violating parental rights. I had a parent send you a formal email regarding the codes. No notification. One worker in a room with a child should not be appropriate. And safeguards should be put in place, especially for elementary students and students with special needs. Let me make that clear. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Mrs. Gibble. Jody, next.
Gloria Jean Shamsey.
Was it Shamsey? Ms. Shamsey, are you here? Okay.
Fatima Dushak.
Ms. Kushak, are you here? Okay.
Tanya Marsh.
Ms. Marsh.
Good evening. I'm here today because I want to be reinstated tonight for the position at the cafeteria. Floaters should be treated equally and fairly. I was terminated for parking in a handicap spot. If you look every morning, cars pull in and out, go around buses and school vans, and park wherever they want. Wait a minute, my phone. Okay, buses and school vans and park where they want. Like the handicap spots, I was terminated for that. Is anyone else willing to take a polygraph test? Why aren't they losing their jobs? I got the okay to park there. I did my task. Where was my safety at? I went down the chain in command. Floater's job is floating to different cafeterias and waiting your turn for a position, not jumping the line of someone that is the head. And not floating to other cafeterias. That's wrong. Being related to friends, there was no, I spoke with the superintendent. I finished my bullying test. Since I was called a bully, I would like a clean slate and be reinstated tonight. Thank you and have a good night. But here in the school year, September 25th, there was a gray silver car parked in a handicap lot. Okay, it was a worker. There was workers backing out of the lot when the school vans were there for the early dismissal. Okay, again, September 25th, a worker, a black car with a red stripe, backed out of a handicap when the vans were there for that early dismissal. September 30th and October 14th, a dark blue night Nissan was backed up in a handicap, even October 1st. And there was a black Nissan car parked on a sidewalk at the elementary, many of times. Why is that? I should be reinstated. I should have never, ever lost my position of the cafeteria. I was unjustly terminated. I have some other papers here if you want to look at what happened, who was the person.
Thank you, Mrs. Marsh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Marsh.
The next person is Judy Vogel.
Ms. Bogle.
I just have one question. First, how do we pay a part-time aide or paraprofessional?
Mrs. Bogle, this is a public comment, not question and answer, so we may not have those answers readily available.
Okay, that's fine. But I also believe at the planning session, we also talked about the company that we pay, which is $32 or $35 an hour. But then that company pays their paras $22 an hour or something like that. So I guess my question is, and I understand that there is a contract, I do understand that, but is there something that we can do to help these, or make it a little bit more beneficial? Because if I was applying for to be an aide, I too would go with the company before I would go with the rate that we're paying. So again, I don't know what the contract is, but is there something that we can do for these part-time?
Well, if you do it for them, then you have to do it for the whole SEIU, and that's not enough.
That's not gonna happen. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bogle.
The next person we have is Laurel Lindy.
Ms. Lindy.
Hi, my name is Laurel Lindy. I am a junior here, and I also attend the CTI for agriculture. I also attend the Brownsville Cyber Program. I've always been an active student here, but I've decided to complete my junior year in the Cyber Program because students who attend CTI in the morning are not able to enroll in honors classes that I need because of scheduling conflicts. I log into my classes every day and complete my assignments on time. However, it has come to my attention that I am being marked as absent, even when I am logged in. I brought this to my mom's attention, and we began contacting the school in September. I've also spoken with other cyber students who are having the same problem. I wanted to bring this to your attention because it's not only affecting our transcripts, but our ability to participate in our school's activities. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And we will certainly look into that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Next person is Bethany Fisher.
Ms. Fisher.
Hello, my name is Bethany Fisher, and I've been the assistant coach for the cheerleading team for the past 2 years. I'm speaking on behalf of wanting to step up if the resignation letter is accepted. I'm asking for the opportunity to step into the head coach role. Although I am a 20-year-old college student, my age doesn't define my ability or dedication to this position. I've had the privilege of coaching these cheerleaders for the past 2 years, and several have known me longer through our shared experience as teammates. As a result, the team is already well adapted with my coaching style and methods. Introducing a new coach at this time could disrupt the established community that are vital to our team's success. Over the last 2 years, I've worked closely with the head coach, learning the strengths and areas of where each athlete can grow. Through this experience, I've grown as a leader and mentor, helping athletes improve their skills, build confidence, and develop teamwork and discipline. I understand the unique strengths and challenges of each athlete, and I've learned the importance of patience in creating a positive, supportive environment. I graduated in 2023 after being on the high school cheerleading team all 4 years and serving as a captain my senior year.
so cheerleading is a big part of who I am. I've also cheered on my college cheer team, so I'm familiar with what's new and fresh in the cheerleading world and how to help the girls grow and prepare for cheerleading beyond high school. Recently, I've taken on full coaching responsibilities. I know bringing in a new head coach can feel uncertain, but I'm asking for a chance to prove myself. If by the end of the season the board feels that I'm not right, I'm open to reevaluating. All I'm asking is for the opportunity to step up for my girls and show that I can be the coach they deserve during this time. Thank you.
Ms. Fisher,
Thank you.
you were going so fast I couldn't keep up with you. But how long have you been coaching?
2 years.
2
I've been an
years.
assistant for 2 years.
Okay, so
Is the position posted? Is it posted? Okay, all right, so yeah, you can post it.
yeah,
Okay.
have you
Yeah.
put
It'll be
letter,
posted
a letter in or
tomorrow.
anything yet?
Yes.
Okay, so that's in. So if we have multiple candidates, we probably will be interviewing for that position.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Mr. Dorsey, that's cheerleaders. You know, you gotta keep they move fast. You gotta keep up.
That was too fast.
I just like. Okay. Miss Messina. Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. My problem's not fixed from the last time I was here.
Can you remind us?
I cannot. Remember we were in executive session?
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you're saying it's not fixed?
No, it went out again. It's been out for 7 days.
Well, let me ask you this.
We sent an email.
Is it set up right now with a new computer?
Yes, the one at Ross donated.
No, a new computer.
No, sir.
So it's
But
it's a
not-
used donated computer.
Yes, but it can't be the computer.
Okay.
Because it goes out every night and you gotta reset it every day. So when it goes out, you gotta reset it. So they showed me how to reset it, okay? But it doesn't work. Now I'm looking at a draft as a screensaver.
So when you say it goes out,
It goes out like, they said at like 2 or 4 a.m. and it's supposed to reset, but it's not resetting. So it has to be the internet, but I'm not an IT person. But all I know is I need that,
Right.
okay? I
And
need
it's been
it.
it's been a month.
Well, I need it,
Yeah, I agree.
okay?
Yeah.
But my second problem is, I'm a little upset since you're getting rid of the library. Come on. 20 years ago, yous had a ribbon cutting ceremony for it. Yous were so proud of it with the skylights and everything. Who determines what books stay? I mean, come on. I'm a taxpayer at this point. I mean, the library is crucial for these kids. And I don't even have kids in the system. But all I know is I put 3 successful kids through this school district. And they always had access to a library. You won't even have a library in this school. Don't
Marcy,
you think that's important?
you're very well aware, I'm sure, that the Historical Society took 643 books out of the library to save them. We have them, we'll give them back.
But I'm just
Because
saying.
I've been against that.
Right, but-
Since the
but
middle
how-
school library closed.
Huh?
I've been against that since they closed the
Why
middle
did you
school
not
library.
ever close it until
Because
this week?
we don't know where the books went.
Well, I'm just asking everybody to reconsider, or, you know, instead of worrying about technology, maybe we should be worrying about reading. Put a reading center in there.
I think that this project was,
I mean,
I think this project was started by the previous superintendent.
well, is it gonna be a coffee shop?
Thank you, Ms. Miskey.
I hope not.
I hope not either. Let me ask you one more question. The computers you have there, are they from the Perennial Project? Because they're junk.
No.
I just want to know for my own well-being. I think they grow flowers.
That was Mr. Gammon that brought that. Okay, we're gonna move on. Who's that? Mr. Cloud. Oh, let's start his time.
So I guess I wanted to do a little bit of a positive note, kind of. I'm sure you're aware of MTSS and kind of what we're pushing throughout the district. It's two sides to it. One side's the academic side, one side is the social emotional side. For the last 2 years, we've been focusing more on the academic side. This year, we've been trying to push in a social emotional side of it. So we're starting with the DESA, and this is what me and Dr. Costable and Mrs. Wellen, we talked about implementing this year. And if you look through this packet, there's been a lot said about what the DESA is, what it isn't, and it's just a tier 1 universal screener, and what that means is that it's something that everybody gets, just like Acadians, the school counselor, the principal, it's something that everybody in the school gets. So if you look through some of these questions, it's just basic questions about social emotional health, like accepting responsibility for their actions, cooperating with others, showing appreciation, encouraging others, contributing to the positive learning environment, listening to others, following rules, just normal social emotional health, how they regulate, how their relationships are and things like that. So if you flip past the forms, I'm going to kind of try to go quick just because I only have 3 minutes. This is our current assessment data for this school year. We started 2 weeks ago. Right now, about 85% of our kids are through this universal screening. And if you look at it, the red is the need, blue is the typical, and green is the strength. And so right now, the majority of our kids are in the typical. They struggle in some areas, they're strong in some areas, so they're kind of the middle of the pack. Those are our tier 2 students. That is a targeted intervention, if you see that second piece of paper that I gave you. And the strength, those are kids that, they're doing well. And kids in the red, that's a need, and that's more individual intensive. And so as you can see, the need, it's pretty low. We have 61 students right now in that category, which is about 11% of our school district. And if you flip to the next page, that shows our grade by grade breakdown of how our school looks in total with the elementary school. And so in the screener, there's different, for social emotional terms, skills or competencies that it's screening for. Those are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, responsible decision-making, and optimistic thinking. So those are what the screening is trying to judge and see how they are. And so within each of those competencies, there are different lessons and guides that teachers can use, that I can use. I go in for social emotional lessons, and it gives you different PDFs and different lessons that we can use in order to support them and build those skills and bridge the gap with some of those kids that have more of a need. And then lastly, on the last page, lastly,
go ahead, finish your thought, because this is data.
This is current data.
This is current data.
This is a business meeting, so this is not the place to do it, but we appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, I think what I'd like to do is maybe we can talk and get you on to explain this in more detail if the board would like to.
Yeah,
how's that sound?
Yeah, I didn't know how this works, so I just wanted to
That's
come up
okay.
and just share.
This is very good. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, we will look through this, and Mr. Dorsey and I are talking about having an education committee meeting soon, so I think this might be a good place to go through some of this data as well.
Yeah, bring your data in and speak about it then, that would be a good shot,
And if anybody from the crowd wants a copy of what I gave them, there's I think about 6 or 7 extra copies in there.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Okay. That's it. That's all that's signed up. How about anybody in the audience wishing to speak this evening? Okay. Seeing none, we will move on. Okay. We do not have, I believe Dr. Martin is on the call, correct? But she's not, so we do not have superintendent remarks this evening. So we're going to move on to, I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda and related materials for incorporation into the minutes. So there's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on the motion?
Question, Mr. President.
Yes.
Comment. I'd like to add a motion to the agenda. I know it won't pass, and I don't expect it to, but I'd like to add that to terminate the services of Chestnut Ridge immediately. I have nobody has to say, I'm just putting it out there, that's where I stand. I know they're done in November. For me, sooner the better. I'm aware of that. I just wanted my voice heard. That's how I feel. The public knows it. I'll wait till November. Thank you, Mr. Davis.
So we still have a motion and a second for the adoption of the minutes and the related materials. Any other questions or discussions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. At this time, I'd entertain a motion to approve the September 18th, 2025 board minutes.
So moved.
There's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve the October General Fund, Capital Fund, Title I, Title IIA. I think I might be taking your thunder here, Ms. Columbia, but you're going to fill in for me later.
Yeah, you
I
can
think.
keep going.
The Cafeteria Fund and Treasurer Financial Reports. Entertain that as a motion. How about you?
Motion.
There we go, Ms. Columbia.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second, thank you. Questions or discussions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I'll just keep going. A motion to approve the following funds, they're listed there, A through I. I would entertain that motion. Mr. Clark has moved for that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Jody, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Just to make a comment, the state holds our feet to the fire to have our budget by June 30th of every year. We get no money. This is October, so I implore the people to call their legislators, get off their butts, and get this budget passed, because a district like ours, we're waiting on that funding. Am I right? Dr. Constable, am I right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so everything's gonna come to a halt pretty soon. It's the way I see it. Been on this board a long time, and I know what happens. You're going into November with no budget for the state. Services are gonna stop, and we can't control that. So I implore the audience, if you know a legislator, send them a message, call them up. They need to get, you voted for them to pass a budget, pass one. Thank you, Mr. President.
Could not agree more, Mr.
What it does to us is it forces us to go and seek loans to cover operating expenses, payroll, everything. And people will say, oh yeah, but you can pay that back when everything's back to normal and you get your subsidies in. But yeah, what you have to look at is we're borrowing it, we get our subsidies in, we pay it back, but we're paying interest on that. So it's not like it's a clean wash. I don't know what, I can't say how much we're gonna have to end up borrowing in this. I hate to borrow money, but
I
if
think
we wanna
Mr.
pay
Bingham,
the bills and keep the lights on,
Mr. Bingham said this, how much do we have to borrow possibly? $4 million. Through December. So that you know how close we are pushing it. And when you parents out there, some of the services are gonna stop. That's beyond our control. It's the state gotta give us the money. We're not the only school. All 500 school districts are in the same boat. Some have a nice cushion of millions, we don't. So, Mr. Bingham just said $4 million. We have to go borrow $4 million and pay the interest on that. So, thank you, Mr. Dorsey and Mr. Bingham.
Thank you. Before we get into the committee reports, we do have, Dr. Martin has just a few remarks, and I'll repeat those, or I'll share those with you. She wanted to congratulate all the students of the month and the teacher of the month, and also thank you for those who attended and participated in our parent engagement fireside night this month. And that was a great event, so she wanted to thank all of you for that. And just as a reminder, homecoming is this Friday. So we're looking forward to that. Next Friday. Oh, okay.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, senior night. This Friday. Thank you. Senior night this Friday, homecoming next Friday. Got it. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Dorsey, education.
Okay, first before I start, I just wanted to ask, are we planning on an executive session?
We are, yes.
Okay, because you're aware of what I wanted to talk about.
Yes, we are, yes, and that is at the end.
Okay, great. So, under education, item A, I move to approve the purchase of phonics for reading, 6th grade, in the amount of $2,085 for the 2025-26 school year, paid by Ready to Learn grant.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Is there discussion or questions on the motion? Hearing none, Jody, roll call vote, please.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item B, I move to approve the request from Lexi Ferrier to host the 2025-26 musical Matilda on March 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2026.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Mr. Dorsey, anything else for education?
Not really, but you were talking earlier about getting an education committee meeting.
Yes.
Maybe if everybody starts looking at their schedule, we can get one before the next board meeting.
I think that's a great
I
idea.
know, with a lot of the stuff that's going on, we need one.
Yes, totally agree.
I actually wanted to bring up a little bit and just show a little bit of the beginning of the comp planning as well.
Good.
If that would be possible then.
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
So yeah, we'll start looking at your calendars, and then Mr. Dorsey and I will get together and send that out.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you. Mr. Gates is not here this evening, so I've asked Ms. Columbia to fill in for Personnel Committee.
Item A, I move to add the following names to the professional substitute list: Sierra Jaren, Isabel Roba, and Jean Rhodes.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item B, I move to hire Bethany Rhodes as a part-time paraeducator for the Brownsbury School District in accordance with the SEIU contract effective September 17th, 2025.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item C, a motion to hire Nicole Tristani as a part-time paraeducator for the Brownsbury School District in accordance with the SEIU contract.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item D, a motion to hire Miranda Griziak as a part-time paraeducator for the Brownsbury School District in accordance with the SEIU contract effective October 17th, 2025.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And item E, a motion to hire Sam Horner as a part-time paraeducator for the Brownsbury School District in accordance with the SEIU contract effective October 17th, 2025.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item F, I move to hire Amanda Brown as a 5-hour floater cook for the Brownsbury School District in accordance with the SEIU contract, effective October 17th, 2025.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item G, I move to approve the request from Dr. Andrea Costable, Chantel Little, Stacy Victor, and Jamie Gammon to attend the 2026 Improving School Performance Conference in Pittsburgh, PA on January 25th and 26th, 2026, paid from Title IV funds.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion?
Comment, Mr. President.
Yes.
As long as we receive reports back from everyone that goes.
Yes.
They all reports may be different, but I'd like to report from everyone, as always.
Yeah, we've seen in the past where multiple people went and they all turned in the same report. And I think what you're asking is everyone turn in their own individual report.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any further comments or discussions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item H, I move to approve the request from Colby Bigham and Keith Wellington to attend the PASBO conference in Pittsburgh, PA on March 24th to March 27th, 2026, not to exceed $2,200.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion?
Same report, Mr. President. Asking for the same reports from both.
Right. Yep. Any further comments? How about a roll call vote? Jody, please.
Yes.
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 Motion carries. Thank you.
Item I move to terminate Haley Black, paraeducator in the SEIU due to job abandonment, effective October 17th, 2025.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
And item J, I move to approve Joelle Jenkins as a long-term substitute for middle school resource, effective October 14th, 2025.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Columbia, and I think we're just going to keep you on that mic
All right.
for the Finance
We'll go right
Committee.
into finance here. Item A, I move to approve the commitment letter for LSA grant.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions?
Yes. Question, is this where we pay that person who has never wrote a grant yet? Is this the first grant that person's gonna write?
This is the grant company that we've hired.
So, how long have we been paying that grant company? Since May, maybe?
Yeah, May.
So, that payment is, what was the figure Monday night?
1,400.
$1,400 a month.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna write their first grant. I think they would owe us money, but let's not do this again. Sorry, Mr. President.
No, it's fine. I actually, in conversation with Dr. Martin, she actually, I believe, did have a conversation with that organization and has asked to receive that monthly report that we talked about
Right,
on Monday.
Yeah.
So I believe she actually spoke to the organization. Is that correct, Dr. Martin? Can you hear me? She might not be able to hear me, but that's okay.
I mean, it's no fault of this board or administration, but the point of this,
She's saying something.
To email a report to Mr. Bigham by the end of business today. Did that happen?
That did not happen.
Okay, because I wanted a hard copy handed to you and Mr. Dorsey tonight, and then we were going to forward it to the board. I will reach out in an email now.
Okay.
well, what can we further do? Because, our taxpayers are paying that bill from May, and you haven't written one grant.
Well, it was explained when we entered into that contract that we could duck out of it at any time.
Let's duck out.
And I really think that time's come if they're not gonna, bring in any money or do any work, because they're getting paid for nothing.
Mr. Bingham, if she doesn't respond by tomorrow, could this board be informed? Because I know it's not a lot of money to maybe them, but $1,300 a month in a budget crisis is $1,300 a month we don't need to spend. If you can't write a grant for us to get us money, forget you. Sorry to be so stern, but that's how I feel. Thank you, Mr. Bingham.
And Dr. Martin did say she's going to follow up with their CEO.
Yeah, because I think we really, as a board, need to sit down and discuss, if we're gonna be paying somebody to do grants, let's find someone else that could do this on a percentage basis. That way, we're not paying a penny until we receive money. And right now, we're just paying money and getting nothing for it.
Can we do that in-house?
Well, I think so. I mean, we need to start searching for someone or put something out that people can respond to that can write grants. You know, like I said in the meeting Monday, we had that lady before. She didn't do any grant writing for us. That was back when Dr. Savini was here, and we didn't lose any money because we didn't have to pay anything. So I think that's the way to go, because they come in here, this company, oh, we're going to get you money, we can do this, we can do that. And, you know, of course it sounds good and we accept it. And now it's how many months we've been paying that money.
Yeah, that 12 months is about 16.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, it adds up.
That's nice change, yeah.
Well, looking forward to that response, and I believe Colby's going to look into the terms of that agreement. Specifically, we may have another month or so on that until we can really, but you're going to look into that. Yeah. Okay, good discussion. So we do have a motion, and we're in the discussion phase. So that was item A under finance. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Item B, I move to approve renting a classroom to the intermediate unit intermediate unit 1 for $1,000 a month.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion?
My question, if we're renting out a classroom, is this something that, say, next year or the year after we may need for our own students? I know when we were looking for somewhere to put the wrestling room, you know, we didn't have room. We had to make room. So now we're going to give up a classroom.
I think this would have to be a year by year, meaning like, so next
Right.
year they have to request it again. If we don't have the space,
Then they don't get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree, Jim.
Oh, good.
Mr. Bingham should have the agreement between us and the intermediate unit with that, and it should be year by year.
Year by year? Okay.
Any further questions or discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
We have one opposition, so let's do a roll call vote if you don't mind.
No.
Yes.
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 Motion carries. Thank you.
And item C, I move to approve the notification of the following repository tax sales from the Fayette County Tax Claim Bureau and authorize the president of the board to sign the consent of sale on behalf of the district. They're all in state, and those parcel IDs and addresses are as listed on the agenda.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Columbia.
You're welcome.
Transportation, Mr. Brashear.
Yes, I move to add the following names to Malacca's 25-26 drivers list: Kristen Cooper, Robert Tomchek, and Luis Varakaya Diapan. Anybody wants to pronounce it better?
I think you did pretty good.
Anybody got a better version of it?
There's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Bashir. Mr. Clark, Athletic Committee.
Yeah, right. Item A, a motion to approve the request from Jane Bach to take the softball team to Pigeon Forge for the spring training trip from March 20th to the 25th, 2026. The students will be responsible for completing all school assignments. Only cost to the district will be a substitute.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Item B, a motion to approve the request from Marissa McFerrin to take the instrumental music group to Pigeon Forge for the competition at Dollywood from May 7th to May 10th, 2026. The students will be responsible for completing all school assignments. Only cost to the district will be a substitute for 3 days? Three teachers, in 2 days.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Item C, a motion to purchase Huddle TV for the district at a cost of $3,575. That's prorated for the 25-26 school year.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Discussion? Questions? Yes.
Well, we spoke about this Monday night, but this is, you're not locked into anything.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too, Terry.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows that
Yeah, we're not locked in, so.
No. So if we want to discontinue it or stop it, we can.
It's
not this year.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to
Yeah.
see if we
Just
think
to
it's
see
worth it.
what it's
Yeah.
gonna do for us. Yeah, it's prorated.
Got it. Okay.
Is that right, Jeremy? You looking? That's correct, right? All right.
Okay.
All right.
Any further discussions or questions on that? Okay, hearing none. Jody, roll call vote, please.
Yes.
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 Thank you. Motion carries.
Item D, a motion to accept a letter of resignation from Kay Kovac as the varsity cheer coach effective immediately.
It's been a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
It's been a motion and a second. Questions or discussions on that motion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Before we adjourn, just as an announcement to the public, we will be moving into executive session for legal and personnel matters. At this time, I would entertain a motion to adjourn the regular meeting.
Motion.
It's been a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We stand adjourned. Thank you.